All righty, welcome in everybody to another episode of the Playbook Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Nick Rankin here, and I got my boy Trey Lopez as well here. Um, yeah, we're here. We're excited. Trey's fresh off the golf course, so he's still in his fit from the course.
Yeah,
Um,
guys. My driving was terrible today. Mario game saved me all day. I threw some darts in there. And you know what's crazy, guys? This is what golf does to you. I hit a good dart, and I blew a birdie putt. Three of them.
it happens, man. That's golf. Golf is a tough sport. But yeah, guys, we got a nice little rundown here. We got it's been a pretty awesome last couple weeks of sports. We had the NBA finals that kind of bled into the World Cup that kind of bled into the White House card for the UFC. So we did have a lot of really cool stuff going on. And then that's continuing this week. World Cup group play fully in action. And then the US Open as well for golf. If you care about that, which I mean, I care about that. So, but yeah, so we're going to kind of break down the NBA finals, just kind of what that means for the New York Knicks, who won their first title in 53 years. And then we're going to talk about the World Cup a little bit. We're going to kind of try to keep it to the United States men's national team, just because there's so many teams. There are a couple teams that I do want to shout out. I do want to shout out Cabo Verde, who tied Spain today, which was insane. That was Cabo's very first World Cup match ever, and they held the co-favorites for the tournament to 0 points, 0 goals, so it was 0-0 there. Took a point off Spain, which is insanity. That's one of the bigger upsets in World Cup history. I do want to shout out Japan for tying the Netherlands in a fantastic 2-2 match. This World Cup's been incredible, and I do want to just say real quickly, because I kind of want to keep the coverage later to just the actual tournament. To whoever said the United States couldn't host a World Cup, you were tripping out of your mind. We're literally built for it. I've seen posts and stories and all sorts of stuff about Europeans and people from other countries coming over saying how incredible the United States has been for them, how awesome the stadiums are. Our stadiums are incredible. They're all these NFL stadiums. We've had SoFi has been incredible. I know Reliance Stadium's been incredible. NRG Stadium's been incredible. Also, MetLife with actual grass is pretty cool. Hopefully, the Jets and take a page out of that book. The Jets and Giants take a page out of that book. Get some grass on that field. But yeah, I think it's been really cool to see all these people. I've seen videos of the people coming over from Japan, the Japanese people being extremely respectful and loving the environment and loving Texas and things like that. I've seen Scottish people. I've seen all sorts of different people from all over the world celebrating a sport in the United States. I think it's really cool. I think it's really, really cool. And I think the World Cup's been awesome, but we're going to get to that. We're going to kind of discuss the U.S. men's national team here in a little bit. But to start us off, there's a new NBA champion there has not been a repeat champion since 2018. When the Warriors with Kevin Durant went back-to-back. So that is now almost 10 years. That's 8 champions in a row different. The New York Knicks, they win in 5 games. They gentlemen sweep the San Antonio Spurs. Jalen Brunson goes off for 45 points, the second most points in a closeout game in NBA history, number 1 being Giannis with 50, and Jalen Brunson and Michael Jordan both tied with 45. So, yeah, Jalen Brunson wins Finals MVP. We're going to talk about this, kind of our reactions here. So Trey, what was your initial thought? Because we both had picked the Knicks to win.
Yeah,
I think I picked them in 7. I don't remember how you think you did too. So we both thought the Knicks were going to win, but we didn't think it was going to be like this. Just total dominance, especially in the fourth quarters. They own the fourth quarters. The Spurs had a double-digit lead in every single one of these games, and the Knicks just walked them down, won them all. Really, obviously outside of game 4, but really, really impressive stuff. So what's your reaction, kind of just initial reactions of the NBA season and that series? And then we'll kind of go into more detailed questions, but your just initial thoughts on that.
Yeah, I think this playoffs was amazing. Shout out to the NBA for the amazing playoffs. Watching Mike Tirico back on NBC. In my opinion, Mike Tirico did a fantastic job this season in sports. He did the Olympics, Super Bowl, and the NBA. That dude deserves an Emmy, by the way. If he hasn't nominated for one, he doesn't win an Emmy. He's fantastic all season long. I think Prime was all right. Wasn't the best coverage because it wasn't the same without because Kevin Harlan
Oh,
bit
dude, I
well.
loved Prime. I really enjoyed Prime a lot.
It was good, but the thing is that I couldn't watch the games, and you had to watch highlights. You couldn't do like a full replay like you do on YouTube TV and basically and
Oh, I
whatnot.
see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the only downfall of Prime. But other than that, Prime was great. The coverage was great. Seeing Dwayne Wayne back on TV, Udonis Haslam back on TV, and then of course you have the inside the NBA crew, who was also amazing. And so yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome stuff this season. But when the Knicks won the finals, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was kind of scared for the Knicks, bro, because they were down by 16. And this whole series I was scared for them because man, they were terrible in the first quarter. Every single game. Terrible. And then I think at one point, Ywanbi had 28 points in game 3. Shut down Madison Square Garden, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Host a crowd. And then but here's the deal real quick about New York City as a whole right now. If you're out there shooting people, throwing eggs at Wembanyama, if you're fighting with a Spurs jersey out there, you should be ashamed of yourself. That's crazy. So far, according to Fox News and ABC News, there are 64 arrests going on in New York City right now, 4 stabbings and 3 shootings as a whole. That's awful. I get it. Your sports team won after 53 years. I understand that. I'm happy for New York. I'm happy for Brunson. But that's just awful. I think the mayor of New York City should actually wake up and stop being an idiot, sit on his butt and do something about it because that's awful. So that's number 2. But other than that, great final series. It was physical. We need more of that in the NBA. It was more physicality, and that was awesome. So props to the NBA.
Yeah. It's a very physical series. It's a very, I think a lot of that series was just the youth of the Spurs and the overall physical nature of the Knicks. The Knicks are a very physical team. OG Anunoby, Karl Anthony Towns, Mitchell Robinson. Those are big boys. Those are big, strong guys. Guys like McCall Bridges, guys like Landry Shamet, really good defenders, wing defenders. And then you have the clutchest player in the NBA, and Jalen Brunson. And it's just a really good mixture of a team. They had good shooting. They were coached very well. They had the best player in the series. Jalen Brunson was the best player in that series. And then they played very physical. I thought that was really cool. So with that win, we'll kind of talk about Jalen Brunson a lot here, but with that win, do you think he's the greatest Knick of all time with that win?
He is. He definitely is. Here's the deal. I get what Walt Frazier did back in the 70s. Okay? But here's the deal. If you would have asked Walt Frazier if the Knicks would ever win a championship again, he'd probably say yeah, but he didn't know between 26.
Yeah.
Like, Jalen, here's the deal. The Knicks, I'm gonna be real with you. The Knicks were like the Cowboys. Bad things happen. You got Michael Jordan in the 90s dominating you, averaging 54 in 1993. Comes back. He beats y'all. And then on top of that, you had Steph Curry as the 7th pick in the draft. He had an 8th pick in the draft, and then the Knicks did, and Curry goes 7. And then you have 20, what was it? 2021, 2019, 2029. What year was it when Zion got drafted? 2019. John Moran, Zion went 1 and 2, and the Knicks had a 3rd pick in the draft. And then on top of that, you have people coming to Madison Square Garden like Kobe Bryant, God rest his soul, LeBron James, cooking y'all in the Garden. Y'all had Reggie Miller. You had Tyrese Halliburton and Trae Young. So despite the difference, despite the trial and error, Jalen Brunson saved to New York, and he's the greatest Knick of all time. I don't want to hear Walt Frazier. Patrick Ewing couldn't get it done. Um, John Starks couldn't get it done. Carmelo Anthony had LeBron James going against LeBron James and D Wade. He couldn't get it done. Mari Stoudemire, great athlete, he didn't get it done. So it's Jalen Brunson by far. Everything is Walt Frazier or anybody else. You don't know basketball. You don't know it. You don't know basketball at all. So Brunson's the greatest Knick of all time.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's that spot where it's like, you want to see a couple more seasons of high level play. But I mean, I think we all think Jalen Brunson's going to be a Knick for the rest of his career. And he's probably going to have another 5 to 8 seasons like we just saw. Well, how old is he? He's what, 20, 28? Something
28.
like that.
Yeah.
Let me pull up his age here. But, he's not like he's 29. He's 29. So he's not a super athletic guy. So I think he can play. I think he can play at a very high level till he's 35. So it'd be another 6 years. Makes another couple finals runs, maybe gets to these Eastern Conference finals a couple of times, has a couple more all NBAs, all stars. I think he's definitely going to be the greatest Knick ever. But if those people don't want to say it now, they're going to say it in 5 years because just what this championship means for the Knicks. And that kind of leads us into the next question is just what does it mean for the Knicks? What does it mean for the NBA that one of the most storied franchises finally gets back on the board in terms of a championship? So kind of for the New York Knicks, what does this mean for the New York Knicks?
Another thing too, before we get to that question, I think Jalen Brunson surpassed Derek Jeter right now because it could happen in probably a couple years from now because Derek Jeter is the king of New York City right now. Give Jalen Brunson a couple more years in the NBA Finals, probably.
Well, if he wins another championship, because New York is a basketball city.
Yeah, and right now though, right now is Jeter right now.
Yeah, if he wins another championship, I could definitely see that argument for sure.
Yeah, I think what this means for Knicks is that pressure is off them. I'm not trying to compare to golf, but I'm gonna do it real quick. When Rory won the Masters in 2025. The pressure was off him. He was stress-free. He was playing. I mean, yeah, he was a little bit drunk the next season, after 2025. But now 2027 is coming along the way, so I think it'll lift the pressure off him, off the Knicks franchise as a whole.
Yeah,
so he'll probably play more. They probably play more looser instead of being stiffed up. Pressure every year, and then choking the Eastern Conference Finals like they were in the previous years. So I think this will actually help the Knicks probably compete for another back-to-back. Who knows? So I think for sure the East is strong now. People say the East is weak now. The Knicks won a championship, guys. So
yeah, no, I think the East is weak is just a weird argument because
I don't know why people say that.
And it's not as deep. It's not as deep as the West, but there's incredibly good teams.
Yeah.
The Knicks just won the championship. I think they would have beaten Oklahoma City too. I don't think Oklahoma City would have beaten this team. The Celtics are a good team. They might get Giannis next year, which would obviously shake things up. But the East is more top heavy, and we gotta remember Tyrese Halliburton's going to come back, and the Pacers are going to be good again. So we'll see how that goes. But no, I don't think the team that took the most wins off of the Knicks was a Eastern Conference team, the Hawks. The only team to give the Knicks any kind of scare at all was the Hawks. So no, I don't think the East is weak. And I think it means a bunch for the Knicks. It means a bunch for Jalen Brunson. It means a bunch for Karl-Anthony Towns.
Man, him too, man.
I mean, he was trashed. Jimmy Butler said that he didn't want to work. He didn't care about working out. He wasn't a winner. He gets a championship before Karl-Anthony Towns. So, and I just want to say a quick shout out to Anthony Edwards because I saw a video or a picture of Karl-Anthony Towns FaceTiming Anthony Edwards, after he won the championship, and Anthony Edwards looked very excited and happy for him. It takes a level of maturity to be able to celebrate your friend's success when they won something that you want to win. Because obviously Anthony Edwards wants to win the championship.
Yeah,
But he was celebrating with Kat, and I thought that was really cool. It just goes to show that I think Anthony Edwards is a good guy, and he cares more about. In that moment, he cared more about celebrating his friend than feeling bad about himself. So, and he probably Karl Anthony Towns is probably like, guys, you gave me Julius Randle and let that guy go.
Dude, that's crazy.
And Karl Anthony Towns was he was the second or third best Knick in the finals. He was the second best Knick for the entire run. I think the second best Knick in the finals was probably OG.
Oh yeah,
Cat was right there too, but Cat was the second best Knick and there was a couple series where he might have been the best, but overall is Jalen Brunson for sure. But yeah, no, I think this is huge for the Knicks. It's huge for the franchise. It's huge for the city, and yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool to see. So,
and one more thing, Becky Hammon. I hope you're watching. I hope we go on NBA Today next time this upcoming season, saying hey, and say hey, I'm sorry because he went on NBA Today, and so he told Malika Andrews he can't win a championship with New York. He's too small. So,
yeah, well, yeah, he won a championship before a lot of people that we didn't think he was going to. He won a championship before Luka. He won a championship before Anthony Edwards. He won a championship before Jamie Butler. He won a championship before a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys he won a championship before. And yeah, so I think that's really cool.
Hey, what's up, bro?
How's it going? So yeah, we're gonna go over to the other side of the ball here. The losing side, the not so happy side, the San Antonio Spurs. So this was obviously a rough series for the Spurs. They led, so it kind of reminded me a lot of the 2023 Western Conference Finals. The Lakers Nuggets, where the Lakers were up most of the series, but they lost every game. The Spurs had double-digit leads in every single one of these games, including a record 29-point lead that they ended up losing, which made the record. But how do you evaluate the Spurs run, just kind of as a whole, from top to bottom?
I think it was a good run for them. I think Champagne is a really good player. Here's the deal: I found them Spurs next season. Start Dylan Harper.
He's gonna start next year.
That dude was a dog all season. Here's the deal: he was probably. I'm not trying to say he's better than Wemby, but like he did more of an impact than Wemby did this series. Like Dylan Harper was like strong. He was in your face about some stuff. He was bullying you, and the dude's strong. The dude's like this dude's like a brick. He's a brick. That dude was running over people and just hitting some tough shots, flexing on them. Like, man, I'll tell you what, Harper was a great pickup. If I'm the Spurs, start Harper. If you don't start the Spurs, then I question your basketball mind.
No, he's gonna start.
He's better start. I think Wemby did pretty good too. His first playoff run, went to the finals. Kind of reminds me of LeBron a little bit, and LeBron was 22. Yeah. So the only thing though is that I think Wemby was a little bit of a dirty player because some things were kind of questionable. That's just me. I think Wemby did great, other than the dirty fouls and kicking, and OG Anunoby in the leg, and then like freaking like I don't know, the Jalen Brunson is still like shoving his head. And elbow, that's the only thing I have a thing against Wemby is that he needs to calm down and study plays, because he won't be face of the league. You can't do that, and you gotta show, because people look up to you. You have kids looking up to you, so if they're gonna follow, are they gonna follow what you're doing? Is elbow people in the face and kicking their leg and pushing their head to the floor. So that's the only thing about the Spurs I had a problem with, was that, and Wemby as a whole. Other than that, Wemby played great. So,
yeah, hoping Giannis goes to the Blazers. I don't think he's going to go to the Western Conference.
Nice.
The last report I saw was the Heat. I think the Heat and the Celtics, I think, are the betting favorites to get him. I don't think he's going to go to the Blazers. I don't think he'd want to go to the West. I feel like that's probably not a great idea if he wants to compete. And that's like, think that's really far away from Greece. So I think Boston and Miami's a lot closer. So I think that's another factor there. But no, I think this was obviously a great run for the Spurs. They took down the defending champs. Their three best players are 20, 23, 22, and 20 years old. So I'm not going to kill him for this. If you didn't kill LeBron in 2007, I don't think you should kill Wemby for this one. I mean, get it.
They did kill LeBron in 2007. The media did.
Well, okay, because Skip Bayless hates him. But I mean, like actual folks. Typically, the only finals loss that's really held against LeBron is 2011, from what I've seen. People that hold 2007 against him just hate him or just can't stand the guy. And that's different. I think that's a personal bias. I don't think that's a actual intelligent take. I think that's just their personal biases coming out. But I think they went past expectations. I don't think anyone expected the Spurs team to make the finals. They did. I don't think anyone expected the Spurs to be able to beat the Thunder. They did, albeit the Thunder had a couple injuries. It's the playoffs. They got a championship because Tyrese Halliburton's Achilles exploded. So we can't. It happens. It happens. So you're just gonna have to deal with it. But yeah, I think this helps Wemby. I don't think that this finals loss is going to be the end of him. I think he's going to be back, and I think he's going to win a lot of championships. And I want to just say one thing, because I've seen nonstop, just absolute De'Aaron Fox slander. And I just want to say something really quick about De'Aaron Fox. Did he play bad in that game? Yes. Did he miss a lot of shots? Yes. He was the only Spur willing to take any shots. Outside of Dylan Harper a couple of times, Dylan Harper also blew a wide open layup that might have won the game. He missed 2 free throws that would have kept the game close. So we can't just kill De'Aaron Fox when he was the only Spur who had the balls to even shoot. Stephon Castle was 1 of 10. His only field goal came off of a putback dunk. And I know De'Aaron Fox
also, 15 turnovers too.
And I know that whatever, like he's supposed to be the veteran. I get it. He was the only one willing to take shots. Everyone else was too scared. So I think the De'Aaron Fox hate's a little overblown. I think Spurs fans just want a scapegoat. Wemby got outplayed by Jalen Brunson the entire series. If you want your scapegoat, I guess you can blame De'Aaron Fox, but you got to hold Wemby accountable too. You just do. We're not going to hold this series against him, but you can hold him accountable. Nobody holds 2007 against LeBron. Well, some people do, but most people don't. But he still didn't play well, and he learned from it, and he developed from it. And then in 2011, what was his problem there? He couldn't hit a jump shot. He had no jump shot. And then in 2012, he single-handedly beat the Celtics with his jump shot. And then he beat the Spurs with his jump shot. And if you say Ray Allen saved him, Ray Allen and Chris Bosh combined for 0 points in Game 7. So if you say that, you hate the guy and you don't know basketball. I'm just going to throw that out there. That's a bonus take. Sorry, that's a bonus take. But no, I think the Spurs should be really happy. Youngest head coach in the finals, super young core. They're going to be back. They can change a couple things. Keldon Johnson was like a no-show in the finals. I don't even remember seeing the guy. Like I really don't even remember seeing him. But they can make some changes for sure. Maybe get a little bit more depth. Maybe try to trade Fox, because you want Harper to be that guy. You want Harper to take over the offense. So you might have to trade Fox. His trade value is at an all-time low. So it's going to be hard to get something good for him. But if you get a couple picks, I think letting Harper, go into that role of primary ball handler would be better for the team. So, yeah, no, I think if I were the Spurs, my next steps would be focus on getting Harper into the De'Aaron Fox role, maybe getting rid of getting rid of Fox, seeing what you can get for him. I'm sure a Chicago. I'm sure maybe, if the Miami Heat try to get Giannis, maybe they try to get De'Aaron Fox cheap to make a little run with a little big three of them and Bam, something like that. Just try to get a rotational 3-and-D guy and a pick. Maybe they can do that. Maybe they can do something like that. So that's what I would do if I was the Spurs. That would be my next focus. Obviously, Wemby will get better. Wemby has to be more comfortable with his back to the basket. I think that's the biggest thing he needs to work on. There was too many times in the only game they won in game 3, Wemby was dominant in the paint, dominating in the paint. And that's the key for the Spurs is get Wemby comfortable with his back to the basket. If Wemby developed a little right shoulder fade or a left shoulder fade, that's impossible to guard. That's impossible. When did LeBron take his step as a truly gifted offensive player? It was in 2012 when he developed a post fade. And when he developed a post fade, he became unguardable. A guy got finals MVP for holding him. Are you ready for this? For holding LeBron to 28 points per game on 60% shooting. Kawhi Leonard got finals MVP for holding LeBron to that.
That's crazy.
But when did Jordan really become Jordan? Because he was a super freak athlete in the 80s. When did he become Jordan? In the 90s when he developed a post fade. When did Kobe become Kobe? In the late 2000s when he developed the post fade. When did Dirk finally be able to do what he did? When he developed that unstoppable fadeaway that couldn't be stopped.
Yeah.
I could keep on going, but Wemby needs to get comfortable with his back to the basket. He does. And if he's not going to be able to put on more muscle so he can back people down, he's going to have to learn a little fade. Maybe just steal Dirk's. Dirk's, just do the little one-legged fade, or give a call to Kareem and say, "Hey man, teach me how to do the sky hook." Can you imagine a Wemby sky hook? Nobody's touching it. So there's definitely some things Wemby needs to do, and he will. He loves the game. I think he's passionate about the game. He's 22. He's going to be back, and he's going to be better. So I have no doubts there. But I think if you're killing the Spurs, I don't know. I disagree with that. I think they're going to be back.
I just think that they kind of showed how the finals went because the Spurs were favored to win the finals. They were favored to win. And people are just kind of shocked how they lost in 5 and the way they lost and the way they blew leads. Because they dominated the OKC Thunder. They were dominating them. They built their team to beat OKC. That's what the Spurs did. So that's probably why people are bashing the Spurs. So
yeah. And again, their youth obviously played a factor in those fourth quarter meltdowns. It was all of the major focus of that team's first playoff run, and then De'Aaron Fox had 7 games of playoffs before.
Yeah,
none of these guys were experienced. Jalen Brunson's been in countless playoff series. He's been in high leverage playoff series. He's been to a Western Conference Finals against the Knicks against the Warriors in 2022 when he was on the Mavs. Cat has been in Western Conference Finals. Like these guys have been, those guys have also been to national championships in college when they're at Villanova. And the Knicks really haven't, the Spurs really haven't been in those situations. So I think they're all going to get better. I think the Spurs will be back. So yeah, I think so for sure. So the best finals ever.
No. Just want to know. People are saying it is. It's not. I agree.
It's not the best finals ever.
2016 is.
2016 is the best finals ever. This is a cool finals. I think it was a great playoffs because I think there was a lot of cool stuff in the playoffs. We had a couple really good first round series. We had a couple really good second round series. The 7-game series between Spurs Thunder was awesome. The Knicks kind of ran over everybody outside of 2 games against the Hawks. But yeah, no, I don't think it's the greatest finals ever unless you're a Knicks fan. If you're a Knicks fan, this is definitely the best finals ever for sure. But, and just kind of overarching, what do you think this win means for Jalen Brunson? Total macro, all of it.
I think he's probably a top 5 player in the NBA right now. Here's the deal. I love Ant-Man. He's better than Ant-Man. I love JB. JB probably up there with him. But here's the deal. Jalen Brunson came into the league underestimated. People said Villanova was a weak school. This dude probably elevated Villanova because of Brunson. Becky Hammond, like I mentioned before, doubted him. Draymond Green on his podcast doubted him. The dude doesn't jump. This dude doesn't posterize people. Maybe he has. I haven't seen a video of
He
that.
does not. I don't think he can
This
jump
dude 6'1", and he's still cooking.
on a
There's
good day.
there's a video out there with his dad pushing Brunson to run up the court and make that shot. So Jalen Brunson probably elevates his. He probably doesn't get a max contract, dude. Endorsements are coming his way. Sprites coming his way. Have this guy signature shoe for once, dude. This guy saved New York. The Knicks hadn't been relevant at all. They haven't been relevant. If you would have asked me, here's the deal. My pick of the NBA this year, I want the Lakers to win, but we both know it wasn't going to happen.
No, it's not happening. Yeah,
because of Luka, just shoots like crazy, like he's freaking. I don't know. Steph Curry.
well, Luka also just didn't play because
He
he's
didn't.
hurt.
I know he probably took it. Here's the deal. Originally, people picked OKC and the Pistons to win in the finals. That was people's pick. Was OKC and the Pistons. You know what Brunson did? He beat those players. He beat the Hawks. He beat the Cavs. He got Harden. Oh my gosh! The Cavs got Harden. You know what Harden did? He's right now in jail right now. But other than that, this dude was a no-show in Game 7. I mean, you got 2 arrests. Harden got 2 arrests, 2 indictments, alleged carrying a gun, and Game 7 meltdowns. And on top of that, the Sixers, Embiid. Oh my God, Embiid looked like Shaq against the Celtics. You know what happened? He beat them. Oh my! So this dude's elevated his star status. He's probably a top 5 player in NBA right now. I have him 3 behind Wemby and SGA because what he endured his finals was amazing. He was clutch. Here's the deal. It was Game 1 against the Cavs. That's when he developed his confidence. I'm like, oh yeah, he's probably gonna win it all now. That elevated his confidence, and then all of a sudden, he didn't have a good final series at all. The first 4 games were kind of off for him a little bit, but Game 5 is like, you know what? This is my time to get it.
I mean, that big comeback, he was huge there. He had 30.
He was huge in that.
He
was huge in that. Over Wemby too. So you say, you know what, Wemby, you're not my league. Boom.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to say Brunson's the best player in the NBA, you can. I don't think that there is a best player in the NBA right now.
Yeah,
I think that title is vacant, and I think it's up for grabs. And I think anyone, well, not anyone, but I feel like there's quite a few people who could go back and grab it. Obviously, Jokic could go back and get it. Obviously, Wemby and SGA could get it. But if Brunson does this again, they go back to back. It's him. It's him. And I think he'll be right there in the MVP race as well. So, I think it's obviously huge for Brunson. He's immortalized in New York City. He's forever going to be one of the, so. But I do want to say one thing to San Antonio Spurs fans. This is why you do not underestimate anybody. Every Spurs fan I knew, Spurs in 5. Spurs in 5.
Spurs in 4, I heard that.
They must have never watched a single New York Knicks game because I told all y'all, guys, the Knicks are good. And the Knicks are going to win this series. Me and Trey both said that. The Knicks are good and the Knicks are going to win this series. And Spurs fans who thought this was going to be sweet, I'm sorry. It's not sweet. I said it's a bad matchup. And it was. And Jalen Brunson cooked Stephon Castle and he cooked Dylan Harper. And then the Spurs had no answer for OG. OG had a pretty rough Game 5, but they didn't need him to go crazy because Brunson dropped 45. It was a bad matchup. The Knicks are really good, and I think they should run it back. Just run it back.
Mm-hmm.
Bring everybody back that you can. They're probably gonna have to lose some people, but bring as many people as you can back. Try to run it back because this team's really, really good. At least with the core 5. So
You know, you let go. Let go of Chalamet, bro, because that guy was just being stupid and just shooting crap and getting bullied by Dylan Harper and Stephon Castle.
who?
Chalamet, number 32. Not Chalamet, with the Afro guy.
Oh,
The Afro
shame
guy.
it.
Shame it, yeah.
You talking about Timothy Chalamet? I was like, what are you talking about?
I mean, hey, bro, get him on the court too while you're at it. He's over
Hey,
his
bro,
celebrating a trophy.
Oh shoot! Hey, he might as well, bro. He was in the locker room. No, Shamit was really good in the. I mean, at one point he made like 23 out of 33s or something. He had a rough finals, but I don't think that that's a big deal. I like him though.
Punked, bro.
I like him. I like Shamit. Not I like Chalamet too. So, yeah. So we'll move on here. There has a little bit other NBA stuff before we move on to the World Cup and some other things. So LeBron James, there's a lot of rumors that he's might be headed to Golden State. What are your thoughts on that?
Okay, here's the deal. That'll be the greatest duo of all time because they fit well. They fit well with each other. I mean, watch the 2024 Olympics, by the way. They fit well with each other. I mean, LeBron, he's still top. He still can play 95% better than the NBA right now, probably. At 41. I mean, the dude beat the Rockets by himself, basically. With all these guys who are 6'6", 6'6" plus, he beat them. The OKC Thunder, LeBron went crazy in the first 5 minutes, and he's like, okay, the refs were like, okay, guys, Silver said, hey, refs, make some bad calls for the Lakers, yeah, and he rigged it. So, LeBron and Golden State with Curry, that's a championship contender right there. And by the way, he can bully Wembanyama. He can bully him. He can push him out of the way. I've seen him do it. And he throws on Cornette too. He bullied Cornette. Posterized him there.
Yeah, I mean, LeBron is one of the strongest guys ever in the
He's the strongest guy in the league right now.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, he's super strong. Yeah. No, I think that would be a good spot for him, obviously, if they can get a team around them. I think just Steph and LeBron wouldn't be enough at this point in their careers, but adding on Jimmy Butler will come back. He's probably not going to be the same, but he's still Jimmy Butler, and that's, if you're in the fourth quarter of a playoff game and the other team has a lineup of Jimmy Butler, Steph Curry, and LeBron, and it doesn't really matter who else, that's scary. It doesn't matter how old they are. So that could definitely be interesting for sure. We'll see. We'll see where he goes. He's entering free agency. And I don't think the Lakers are going to give him what he wants. So I think he's going to move on somewhere, but we'll see where he ends up being.
He needs to get out of the Lakers because Lakers don't appreciate him. They hate him.
Oh, yeah. I hate Lakers fans so much. But it's just really just Kobe fans because actual Lakers fans appreciate him. Kobe fans, yeah, I don't want to talk about
I love Kobe Bryant, but come on, guys. LeBron brought this team relevancy.
It's gonna make me angry. So, yeah, the question next is, which fan should get a ring from the Knicks? None of them.
Or Spike Lee.
No.
Spike Lee gets Spike Lee. Spike Lee, guys. Spike Lee.
No.
Spike Lee, he deserves it, bro. He's been through and through that team.
No, Spike Lee has played 0 minutes for the New York Knicks.
He's been there every time.
It doesn't. I don't care. No fan
money on a team.
No fan should get. I don't care that he spent money. No fan gets a ring.
Dude,
that's not how it works.
This guy's been.
He got to hold the trophy. That's good enough.
Dude, that guy's been a Knicks fan.
I don't care. He doesn't get no freaking ring, bro. He didn't play 1 minute. He didn't have a. He didn't. He was not on the sideline.
What would you do if he got a ring, bro?
What?
What would you do if he got a ring?
He's not gonna get a ring.
Okay, watch. I think he will.
He's not gonna.
I think he will.
They might give him like a little honorary ring that's like number one fan. He can have that one. He is not going to get an actual championship ring. There's no.
Dude, if he gets a ring,
he's not getting a ring, bro.
Give me a ring for the Cowboys when they win.
Yeah, you're not getting jack either, buddy. All right. We're going to move on to some World Cup talk here. This has been an incredible World Cup. I've watched a lot of matches. I said earlier, I do want to just focus on the United States men's national team because there's a lot of teams playing. I gave my shout outs. Shout outs to Germany for absolutely destroying Morocco for no reason at all, 7-1. But I do want to talk about the men's national team. Team USA has played against Paraguay, and they won 4-1. And that is the best game that the U.S. men's national team has played in over 20 years.
Dude, that's crazy.
Since we beat Portugal a long, long, long time ago. This is easily the best. And it was the best because it was top to bottom. Fantastic. The scoring was incredible. The ball movement was incredible. Christian Pulisic looked awesome. He only played 45 minutes. He didn't even attempt a goal, and we scored 4. He had an assist. He obviously made all the stuff, but Balogun, Weston McKennie, Gio Reyna getting in there and getting that 4th goal for us. Huge. And it does appear that with Spain tying, I feel like this team should feel like they can make a run. I'm not saying they're going to win it, but I'm saying this Team USA should feel like, hey, we can go out there. We can make it to the round of 16. We can make it to maybe the quarterfinals. We can maybe make it to the semifinals, the Final Four. I think they should definitely feel that way, and they should definitely be treated that way. These guys are legit. These guys are I think Team USA should be a semifinal contender.
Yeah.
They looked incredible. That offense looked awesome. Balogun is a stud. Christian Pulisic is a stud. Weston McKennie is very good. Their manager is awesome. Like I think that Pochettino has brought these guys together. They played really well. I'm super excited to see where this team goes because they're fun to watch, and that offense actually looks good. It actually looks good, and it's not annoying to watch. So I'm super, super, super excited to see where this team goes. If they win against Australia on Friday, they lock up their group. And if you win your group, that's huge because your first match in the knockout stage is not going to be against a Belgium, which can't even beat Egypt, but it's not going to be against a Morocco or a Belgium or a team like that, a really tough, good team. It's going to be against an easier team. And that's the path, especially with Spain not looking like we thought they were. Argentina plays tomorrow. So does France. Those are 2 other major favorites in this tournament. So we'll see how they look tomorrow. But yeah, Team USA should feel like they can make a run for it. And they have home field advantage for the first time in a long time ever.
That's great.
And I've never heard SoFi that loud in my life. Ever. SoFi Stadium has never been that loud as it was during Team USA's match against Paraguay. So I'm really excited for the World Cup. It's been incredible. It's been awesome to follow it online, all the people enjoying the United States. If you're watching this and you're not from the United States, I don't know how likely that is, but if you are and you're watching the World Cup, thank you for watching, obviously. And if you're here in the United States, I hope you enjoy your stay and I hope you have a great time. I would love to go to a match, but I don't. If Team USA makes it to the quarterfinals or something, I might have to take a trip. We'll see. We'll see. But
yeah, I know. I heard these are their best chances to win in a long time.
This is probably their best chance ever because they look good. Spain can't score a goal against Cabo Verde, and like I said, we'll see Argentina and France tomorrow. But this team should feel like they can make a run, and they looked incredible. So I'm really, really excited for the rest of this tournament, and we'll see how things shake up, and we'll be covering it as the weeks go by. So, we're going to move on to some golf here. Trey had the opportunity to go to the AccuNet Classic. That was a Korn Ferry Tour tournament held in Amarillo, Texas at Tascosa Country Club. What were your thoughts on that, kind of the course as a whole and the golf as a whole?
Yeah, so number one, it was a great show. Great people come out. It was a good 4 days. I bought a shirt. That sold out fast. I wanted a hat. It sold out fast. Which is unfortunate. La Paloma was at La Paloma. Great. It was a great course. I got to watch John Daly II. John Daly's son. He's a golf. If you know who John Daly is, he's a guy that's known for drinking whiskey, cigarettes, and known for long bombs off the tee. His son, though, had the greatest crowd in Amarillo. You know what's crazy, bro? I felt bad for Ryan Palmer. He didn't have a crowd. I felt bad for Wyatt Province, who actually played from Randall High School. Didn't have a crowd that much until the last day. But John Daly II had a great crowd. Here's the deal. I watched John Daly II play. The dude played amazing. For his first pro event, I gotta go with Jaden on Saturday. And so I watched this guy tee off. Okay. I took a video of his swing, and he had a great setup and whatnot. The dude had a powerful swing, guys. Like this dude's swing. I did look at like y'all. I want y'all to hear this. Okay, look, I want y'all to look at this. Let's hear this. Hear this. Crush drive on 15. It was on 15 on back 9 La Paloma. Let's hear this. Just hear this drive, dude. Like in person, bro, it was loud and it was crushed.
Mhm.
And it was awesome to see that. Everyone followed him. I got his autograph, took a picture with him, got to meet him, shook his hand. Humble guy, pretty nice guy too. And yeah. And by the way, John Daly, sorry about that one interview I had to do about the guy. And we all know who he is. Nick knows who he is too. How's the rain affect the course, guys? Hey Nick, let me ask you a question. How does the rain affect the course?
You know,
How does it affect the course, Nick? Since you were both golfers, how does it affect the course?
well, the rain can if you've ever played off of a wet fairway before, it gets a little muddy. It gets hard to hit the ball when it gets muddy. Mud balls, firmness after it dries up. There's a lot of factors. There's a lot of things that can happen.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. For those non-golfers out there, how does it affect the course, guys? How would you explain it to a non-golfer out there?
Yeah. So that was really that's really cool for Trey. But we do have a big time US Open tournament this week. Starts Thursday.
And everything is this too. He's my third favorite golfer of all time now. John Daly is second, bro. Because it's on my hat.
Okay. So we do have the US Open at Shinnecock, which is going to be a difficult course. Last time that a US Open was hosted there, Brooks Koepka won with a total score of +1. So we'll see if it's that difficult or not. But early picks, you guys are going to be shocked when you hear who I'm going to pick. I'm picking Rory. I'm picking Rory, bro. If Rory's playing, I'm picking him. That's just how it goes. I think he's going to win this tournament. I really do. I think he played like hot doo-doo at the PGA Championship, and he was there every day until the last 6 holes on the last day.
Yeah.
And I think this course is gonna set up for him nicely, and it's going to really complement his long play. And I got Rory McIlroy winning this tournament, actually.
Yeah. I have Rory winning it too. I first thought it was him and Brooks in the final pairing, but Brooks probably not going to play this week because of his hand.
Which sucks. Hopefully he can play, but we'll see.
I think it'll be Rory and Cameron Young in the final pairing.
Ooh,
I think it'll be a Masters rematch. So I think it'll be Rory winning it all, and yeah,
I like it. We'll see. We will see. That will kind of break down. Well, obviously next time we talk about it.
I think Charlie Woods is playing this week too. Charlie Woods.
Is he playing at the U.S. Open?
Yeah, I think. Let me see. I know Charlie Woods. Let me see. Is he? I saw him playing. I heard he qualified.
No, he's not. He didn't qualify.
Oh, okay.
Because he lost to Miles Russell in the playoff.
Okay. And by the way, guys, Tiger got basically a new leg by his right leg. So
he did not get a new leg.
There's a robot leg,
looks
guys.
The same.
Looks like a robot.
Very tiny and whatever. It's fine.
I think he's gonna win it next year, guys. The Masters, bro.
He's not winning ever again, Trey.
He's winning again, guys. Tiger, I believe in you, buddy. So,
all right. We're gonna move over to some UFC. UFC Freedom 250 is what they're calling it. Was at the White House. It was actually a very good card. Every match ended in a knockout. So we got Diego Lopez won, Bo Nicol won, Ruffy won, Josh Hockett. I think it's Hockett. I don't really know to say. Sean O'Malley won, and then into the main events, Cyril Gane beat Alex Pereira, which really hurt my heart a lot because I'm a big Alex Pereira fan. Cyril Gane beat the crap out of him, so it was tough to watch. But then in the next match, Justin Gaethje beats Ilya Topuria. Beat the crap out of him too. His face was, oh my gosh, so swollen. Did you get to watch any of that card last night?
I did watch it. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I watched it. It was awesome, guys. I watched it because I wanted to be there, guys. I put it. I wanted to go. Unfortunately, I didn't go. But the environment was hyped. Like, dude, the environment was crazy. The fans were going crazy there, bro.
Yeah, they were.
The national anthem was pretty cool too, I will admit.
Yeah, it was a really cool event. Obviously, I don't think Dana White liked it because it cost him a lot of money, but it was a good card. There's some big upsets. Cyril Gane beating Alex Pereira, knocking him out. Justin Gaethje making Ilya Topuria quit. He made him quit, which is crazy. It was just crazy. So for the main events, the fighters walked out from the Oval Office.
Yeah, I saw that.
And when Justin Gaethje was walking out, he had an American flag draped over his shoulder, and President Trump has the Declaration of Independence in the Oval Office. Justin Gaethje was reading the Declaration of Independence with a American flag over his shoulder before he walked out. I was like, that's probably the most American thing I've ever seen in my life. And then he beat.
The funniest part was that one comment over somebody that was a public figure that people don't like.
Yeah, we don't going to talk about that.
That was funny. That was the funniest part.
But yeah, it was a good card. I don't know if we're ever going to see a fight at the White House again, because Dana White, he was talking about how much he's like, we're not ever fighting outside again. He said a whole bunch of stuff, but it was a good card. It was a good event. Justin Gaethje is the new lightweight champion. Cyril Gane is the new interim heavyweight champion. And we're going to see Cyril Gane and Tom Aspinall fight probably in September, because Tom Aspinall did say he would fight Cyril Gane in September in Paris, which would be very, very cool. So hopefully we see that. But yeah, it was a good card. Yeah. Good card. So, yeah. So the Knicks have won a championship, first in 53 years. I know exactly what you put this in for. Who is the next sports team who has not won a championship in a long time to win a championship?
The most pressure team to win it all is the Cowboys. It's the Cowboys, guys.
I do it.
You know why? Because it's crazy, guys. I watched this game on Saturday night. But you know what? It's crazy because the Cowboys haven't won it. Are just the Cowboys. Like, everything that happened to the Knicks in the previous years happened to the Cowboys since 1996.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers. Okay. Could have gotten Tom Brady probably in 2019, 2020. Didn't happen. Probably could have gotten, Kenneth Walker. We could have gotten Rob Gronkowski probably. We could have gotten Myles Garrett. And you know what's crazy? We've drafted the most all-pro teams in the last decade. And not one Super Bowl to see for it. In 2008, we lost to the Giants. By the way, the Giants were like almost the last seed in the NFC of that year. Lost to them. Strahan looked like LT in that game. Tony Romo fumbling the football. The Des Bryant catch that should have been a catch, by the way. So this is the most pressure team to win a championship. Plus 2023, guys. Remember that season? Undefeated at home, and what the better Jordan Love as first year starter quarterback beats us. Yeah, so the next team, the most pressured team to win is the Cowboys.
Okay, they're under the most pressure. Do you think they're going to be the next team to end the drought?
I think so. I think so, guys. This gives me hope that this Cowboys can do it. We got Caleb Downs, just by the way, is already training already, looking like a freaking all-star already. We have Dak Prescott, who's single finally. Okay. We have CD Lamb.
does that have to do with
Number
anything?
88, because he won't be focused. We have George Pickens. Come on, guys. I think this is the next thing to win a championship with ending a drought. So
Yeah. I don't know about that, but Caleb Downs, there's a lot of reports out of OTAs that he has been awesome in OTAs. So that's exciting. I don't think the Cowboys will win a championship anytime soon or Super Bowl.
you will.
We'll see, I guess. We'll see.
I got them going. I got them going to NFC Championship, guys.
All right. Anyways. Yeah. So Trey's got them going to the NFC Championship. All right, guys. Well, that's all we have for today. I really appreciate everybody stopping by. Everyone's going to watch it later. The Cowboys are not winning no Super Bowl. But we'll see. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Again, enjoy some World Cup action. I was thinking maybe, if Rory's up 10 strokes at the end of the second round, maybe me and Trey will hop on here.
Yeah.
If he dominates on Sunday, we might do an emergency episode Sunday. We'll see. But
let's know some debates to do, guys, because it's sports is done basically.
So NBA's done, NFL's done. We have the World Cup for about a month or so, give or take,
and baseball,
and then we have golf. We have this, and then we have the Open in July, and baseball's in the early season. So it's tough. We're gonna have some more weird episodes coming up here because sports is wrapping up. But
there's some debates too.
Yeah, some baits. Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of debating. There's gonna be a lot of nasty debates on here for sure. So we might have to do a full GOAT episode, another one, just cause for fun.
Yeah, because
we'll get your uncle on, and we'll do a full
Uncle David.
GOAT.
Come on, bro. Butter Tinoco, come on, bro.
Oh, bro. Oh my god.
Butter Tinoco, come on the podcast. Come on the podcast, brother. You're ducking. I text him, hey, bro, come on the pod. You know what he says? I can't do it today. Yeah, dog. Stop ducking. Clayton Brinza, come on the podcast for stop bashing Roy McIlroy. We're going to talk about that too, guys. Okay. Comment below.
All right. But yeah, we appreciate everyone for stopping by. We'll be back next week unless, like I said, there's something crazy happens at the US Open. But yeah, we'll be back next week, guys. Regular schedule episode then. Appreciate you stopping by. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. You guys have a great rest of your evening or day whenever you're listening. We'll see you next time. Peace.